Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going over 10 life lessons that I learned in 2020. Let's get started. Number one is to always have something to look forward to. And this is something that I've dialed in over the past year, and I really look forward to almost every day now. I have something to look forward to. And what I mean by this is it's really easy because you can, whether it's a favorite meal, a favorite podcast, a favorite movie or TV show that you're planning on doing or watching, that plays into, getting you through the hard or the stressful parts of your day. This is something that when I sit down for a hard day's work, and I know it's going to be 2-3 hours of long, tedious work, I have a 2-hour, 3-hour playlist that I love to put on. And this is something that has changed the game for me. I actually look forward to sitting down for those 2 hours, 3 hours, working on some hard projects, making sure, that they're followed through with. It's something that has changed the game for me. So always have something to look forward to. Number two is to plan, but be able to pivot. So what I mean by this is, you should definitely start off any activity, goal, year with a plan, how you're going to achieve your success, how you're going to achieve your goals, but be flexible, be adaptable. This is so key. This is something that I learned when I first started my job 4 years ago, and 2020 has really, really drilled it hard home for me. So it's something that I now take everything I do, every plan I make, and just make sure that I'm able to pivot and that I'm flexible. If you're too rigid, things are going to get really stressful, and things are going to start piling up when plans change, and it's going to go the wrong way, and it's going to make you really stress out over the way that life is going or the way that thing is going. Plans are going to change. Big life events are going to pop up that are unexpected, and if you're flexible and you're able to pivot, it's going to work out for you in the long run, because you're going to be less stressed out and you're going to be able to go with the flow and actually plan better on how to, handle that big thing. Number three is something that I wish I had learned sooner, but it's so critical. And that is, there's never a perfect time. You just got to start. And this is super important because I'm super ambitious. I have a lot of plans, but I'm one of those people that I need to plan something out. I need to learn. I need to make sure everything is perfect before even starting, up until I learned this lesson. And this would always prevent me from getting started. I always thought, maybe I'm not ready for this. I could learn more. Maybe I read another book. Maybe I take another course before I get started. And this really, really hinders your progress, because one of my mentors actually said that about 10% of your experience and knowledge should come from learning through a book or a course, and about 90% of it should come from actually doing it. I was doing it the complete opposite. I was trying to do 90% through learning and through reading a book or a course before even jumping in and getting the first thing. You can learn so much just from jumping in and getting started. If you fail, you fail, but you learned that you don't have to go that way. So what do I mean? This year, I took the plunge and I got into an MBA program. I'm 1 full year through it. I'm gonna actually do a video on that. I, started my own business. I did some dropshipping in Shopify, and I did Amazon FBA. I'm starting this YouTube channel, and these are all things that once you realize that it's a lot easier once you get started, the momentum starts to build. You're not scared anymore. You're not stressed out. You just kind of go. And now I'm like recording these videos. I'm really comfortable behind the camera now. I'm still getting there, but I'm learning the process, and I'm learning that, the value behind creating these videos. You guys, I hope that you're getting the value from this. If you are, please like, comment, and subscribe to this video. But just get started. I've said this in my previous videos. You need to get started. So number four is to stay focused while enjoying the entire journey. So 2020 is one of those years where it was so easy to lose focus. And it's just one of those years that there was so much coming at everyone from every different angle that it was just so easy to say, to lose focus of what you were trying to accomplish. If you had a goal, it was easy to get sidetracked. People in your life that you weren't able to see anymore. You had to pivot, and this goes with the previous one that I mentioned. You had to really learn to pivot, and those people who weren't familiar with this, who were comfortable in a role, who had an objective, a goal for the year, and this whole thing was thrown at them, this whole different way of living their life, it really makes people, lose focus and just question what they can do to go forward. And it's really important to stay focused and to enjoy the ride, because you got to be able to visualize what you want to achieve and just really enjoying it and living in the present. This is something that I say a lot, and it's something that I say to my girlfriend a lot, and she's annoyed. She's probably sick and tired of me saying this a lot, but just living in the present, making sure that you are enjoying every part of the journey. You can have goals, but make sure that you just live in the present, enjoy the journey, and you're gonna have a more fulfilling life that way. Number 5 is actually building up your resilience. And this is something that is so crucial, and this year actually was one of those years that all the resilience that I built up kind of came in handy. Resilience is one of those things that if you have a lot of resilience built up, and what I mean by this is, resilience is adapting in the face of adversity. And this is something that when something is thrown at you, and this really ties into the last 2 lessons that I talked about, if something is thrown at you and you're not expecting it, if you have a decent amount of resilience, or you've gone through and you've been able to pivot, you'll really be able to be flexible and work around that challenge that's been thrown at you. And this is something that in 2020 definitely came in handy, and it's something that throughout the year, having resilience, and even coming out of the year, I think I've built up more resilience, and going forward, I've learned a lot about myself, about my partner, about my family and my friends, and this is really gonna help me going forward. So building up your resilience is definitely a lesson that was key in 2020 for me. Number 6 is obliterating the like button for the YouTube algorithm. This is something that is so important for my YouTube channel. Please do that if you have not yet. Just a little finger and hit the like button, please. Thank you. So the action number 6 is spending more time with friends and family. So 2020 was one of those years that actually prevented you from spending a lot of time with your friends, your family. At least for me it did. And I am living with my girlfriend right now. We ended up getting a dog, but we felt really secluded in our little loft apartment. And this is something that, early on, we actually reached out to all of our friends who were far away to begin with. They were an hour and a half drive, so this really worked out. But we reached out to them, got everyone on a Zoom meeting, and we actually had a really good time. The first one we did, I remember we played Jackbox, and we ended up having a really good time, and there was like 10 people on the call, and it was really smooth. It worked out really well, and it actually worked out better than some of the times we get together in person. So we ended up scheduling a few more, and it was about like 6 months that we didn't see anybody. Maybe we went over and saw our family, who also has been, in confinement, sheltering in place, and that was about it. So having those, Zoom meetings was definitely something that we loved to do, and we set up a lot with different friends and family, and it actually became really convenient because we didn't have to drive an hour and a half to see them. We could see them for 2 hours, log off, and we were still in our apartment, and we could, just enjoy the rest of the night. And it was really nice. No driving anywhere, no leaving the apartment. And this is something that I think that we're going to take forward with us into 2021 and beyond, with our friends that, live 2-3 hours away, and you only get to see them once in a blue moon. So spending more time with friends and family, definitely a key lesson that I learned that I need to start doing more, and it's really easy to start doing. So number 7 actually piggybacks off of number 6, and that is to eliminate toxic and negative people, or at least reduce them from your life. And this is something that I've been focusing on. I like to surround myself with people that lift me up, that are going to, contribute to my life in a positive way, whether it's, through reaching out to me, as the same amount as I'm reaching out to them, having a good time when we're together. But if there's people in your life that are just nothing but toxic, negative, complaining all the time, try to reduce the amount of time that you're spending with them, because that's time and energy that you're spending with this person, with these people, and that's, consuming your valuable resources. And this is something that I'm going to actually touch on in lessons to come. But don't waste your time, don't waste your energy, which are limited resources, on these negative and toxic people, because that's what they do. They feed on that energy, they feed on that time that you're giving them, and they love to have that. So just don't give in to that. Reduce these people in your life, and you'll start to notice a difference in terms of how happy you are with your current friends. Lesson number 8, time is a limited resource. So this is something that I actually tell my girlfriend a lot, and it's that when my time is wasted, it's probably one of my biggest pet peeves. And it's something that, you know, if I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna relax and I'm gonna take some time to maybe watch a Netflix show or to watch some TV, watch a movie, I'm intentionally choosing to do that. I don't like when someone is wasting my time, and it's something that, you know, my time is so valuable to me. I could be spending my time doing something that is improving myself, improving my relationships with, you know, my friends, family, and my significant other, playing with my dog. These are all things that are very important to me. And if someone's just wasting my time, they're taking away from that time from me. So this is something that I learned to manage my time like a budget. And it's something that, you know, if I'm giving time to something, breaking down, chunking it down into something, then I'm being very intentional about that, and it's super important to me. So lesson number 8, don't waste your time. Time is a valuable resource. Lesson number 9 is self-care. And what I mean by this is mind, body, and soul / spirit. It's super important to have those as a priority. You're number one before anybody else, because if you're not okay, you're not going to be present. You're not going to give 100% to the interactions you're having in life. You need to look out for yourself, so that way you can give 100% of yourself, you know, of your healthy self, to the stuff that you're doing, the goals that you're trying to achieve, the friends that you're hanging out with, the family members that you're hanging out with. If you're not 100%, you're not going to be giving them 100% of yourself. You're going to be giving them 75% of yourself, or 60% of yourself if you're sick. So self-care is priority. It's not a privilege, it is priority. And I prioritize my health, my mind, my body, my soul, what I eat, what I put in, all stems from this lesson that if I'm not there 100%, then it's not really worth me, you know, being there. So I need to be healthy. I need to preserve and you know, self-care is priority number 1. Lesson number 10, and this is the final lesson that I'm going to talk about today, is attention is a currency now. And this is so true. If you're on YouTube, if you're looking at the suggested videos, if you're looking at the homepage videos, attention is one of those things that we're interrupted so often, we're distracted so often, and everybody is trying to get your attention. And that's why our attention span has gone down so much over the past decade, the past 2 decades. It's because, you know, we're just so used to jumping from one thing to another, and attention is the currency. If you're giving someone attention, or you're giving someone, you know, attention that they are looking for, that is a valuable currency. And it's something that, you know, when I'm 100% present, I put my phone away, I put my computer away when I'm with my friends, that's me showing them that I'm giving them 100% of myself, and nothing else is going to distract me. There's no interruptions. But if I have friends that are not doing the same, I feel like I'm just being, you know, left out, or I'm being slighted because they're giving their attention, or maybe they're giving 50% of their attention to me, 50% of their attention to something else. That's, you know, in my life, that's just something that I don't like. And I actually bring that up to my friends if they bring out their phone. And it's so habit that they don't even realize they're doing it until I mention it to them. So I like to think of this as like a budget. Set a budget for your attention. Don't go into the negative. Don't stretch yourself so thin to the point where you're not getting anything done. You're just distracted 100% of the time. Budget certain things like watching a show, watching a movie, you know, working towards your goals. This is all requiring your attention. These are things that I've learned to do over the past year, because I need to segment out exactly how I'm gonna, you know, give my attention. Excuse my dog. So those are the 10 lessons, the key takeaways that I got from 2020. It was a crazy year. I know I'm doing this video in 2021 and the new year has already come and gone, but I just felt like I wanted to document the 10 lessons that I got from 2020. Let me know the top lesson that you got from 2020 down in the comments. I will be replying to all comments on this video. And, you know, make sure you like, don't forget to subscribe for more content. And, you know, I appreciate you guys watching. I really do. I'm at 55 subscribers as of recording this video, and it's only been 2 months. And I've been maybe posting every 2 weeks. I'm really gonna try to bump those numbers up. My goals are to post 1 to 3 videos every single week this year. So stay tuned. I'm going to be posting, my next video is actually going to be on goals for 2021. I have written them all out. I just want to record a video on them, get them up. You guys can, watch that. And yeah, appreciate it. Thank you so much, and have a great day.